What's up, everybody? How's it going? This is RRLS ASMR Ryan back again with another video. First of all, hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas. I did post a Christmas Eve video, but not a Christmas video. Hope you guys enjoyed your presents, if you got any. But we're all old folks around here, so we probably all just gave presents, you know. But if you got anything cool, let me know in the comments. So today I'm just going to be eating some chicken and broccoli, and I got some onions right here. Caramelized onions that I cooked in with the chicken, and I'm trying to get on that health grind. I love onions. But yeah, so yesterday I ate a very similar meal, except I did it with bone broth, like chicken bone broth, for extra protein, you know. And everything tasted really good. But today I just went with just cooked it in butter. And you may be thinking, butter isn't that healthy for you. Well, it's better for you than vegetable oil and canola. So, you know, and also the specific butter I use has even less calories than like olive oil. So if I used olive oil, anyone that's cooked with olive oil before, 1 tablespoon, it's not a lot, even with butter. So it's kind of like, if I'm gonna cook with like a butter, if I'm gonna cook with an oil, might as well just use butter. But anyways, so I'll talk about what I did for Christmas and everything that happened around there. That's good. So with Christmas, like I said, I went to family's house. Like that's what I said I was gonna do, I think, in my Christmas Eve mukbang. But if I didn't happen to mention it, I went to family's house, and we kind of just ate and talked and joked around for a bit. I don't know if any of you are religious or not, or I guess if you're non-religious, you'll know, because like pretty much everyone in my family except me is religious. So whenever I go to a function, a lot of religious topics end up, being discussed. And I don't have a major problem with it or anything like that. The only thing about it, though, is if I want to chime in, I don't want to start any debates or nothing, because I just think about things differently. And if I just bring up something that I'm like, well, that may not make exactly as much sense as this thing, I won't bring up an example because I don't want to offend anybody. But it's like, you know, if I want to counter any points, or not counter, I don't want to make it sound like a debate. If I want to offer my opinion, it might start a like disagreement that will turn into a debate that will turn into, you know what I mean? And so I don't like doing that at family functions, but when I go to places I like to talk and express myself. But I got to talk about a few things. But sometimes I wish it's like I could actually say what I want to say. Not to be disrespectful or anything, but I wish I could kind of say my opinion without there being some uproar, because I know there is going to be one. But aside from that, it was pretty solid. Didn't get back till late, like midnight or so. But I've been racking my brains because, like, these last few days, I've been thinking of, like, if I want to do a New Year's Eve roleplay type video. And if I was going to do that, it would have to be tonight or tomorrow morning, or whenever I wake up. I'm not waking up in the mornings anymore. Christmas screwed that up. I'm blaming Christmas. But yeah, so I basically would have to do it tonight or tomorrow, and I don't know what I would want to do, so I may not do one because I'd have to have it uploaded by the time that I'm going to be hanging out. Because I'm also invited to a New Year's Eve thing with the same family I spent Christmas with. So I'll be busy. You know, New Year's Eve, I'll probably stay out really late. Cause like, you know, I'm gonna get there at 4 o'clock. We're probably gonna like do dinner and stuff. Wait, you know, I heard they said they wanna get the fireworks started at 8 o'clock and do fireworks from like 8 to 12. And I don't know if everyone's gonna bounce at midnight, but the way that family works, if it's really a whim, and people might start leaving at 11s. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know how late they're gonna want to stay out. Not too late, but there was a family member that said they were gonna go to New Year's Eve, but now they may not get to go. I hope I see that family member again because they're really cool. But what plans do you guys have? Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. But we're in the point of the video where the real ones are still watching, and everyone else, I've clocked out already. But there was this person who commented on my last video talking about, why do I have to eat like a pig? And I don't get a lot of comments. You can just go to my previous video and find that person. Don't harass or anything. But if you see my comment under that, I left a pretty feisty comment. And it was just because I'm like, dude, you click on a video that's ASMR mukbang. I put in all my video titles that there's eating sounds. What did you expect? I'm so confused. So I decided to fuck with them a little bit because I'm like, and that's a new policy of mine. If you come at me with like a really ignorant or like, obviously you're trying to be mean or something. If you're trying to be like mean or something, then like, I'm obviously gonna come at you with a comeback. And, you know, it's like, this one person said that I'm not allowed to eat meat on Christmas Eve. And I was like, and you weren't supposed to be let out the dungeon, but here we both are. I'm like, where are these people coming from? If I'm on your recommended, it means you watch ASMR eating or mukbangs in general. So are you gonna come at me with some ignorant shit like that? I ain't allowed to eat I ain't allowed to eat meat on Christmas Eve. I'll eat you on Christmas Eve. I don't give a fuck. No, I'm just kidding, but like, I'll do what I want. Why even comment there? So just know, if you leave me any ignorant, like stupid comments that are like obviously just like troll comments, I'm gonna troll you back. For any of you that watched Suave Boom, he used to do that. I never really would read his comments, but I'd hear him talk about it. He'd go back and forth with people on the internet because they're trying to troll him. And I'm like, you click on a video, titled ASMR, eating something, and I always say, ASMR, what I'm eating, mukbang, the rest of the title. Do you not know? Do you live under a rock? And that's why you don't know what a mukbang is. I find it, I'm not even mad, it's hilarious. I want you to see more of the food. I'm surprised, and this is just water, but I'm surprised that like my last video did so well. It's at like 2,200 views. So, thank you guys. And I got a lot of subscribers off that. So, thank you, all new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I didn't do my normal intro where I said, you know, hey, you know, thank you, you know, all people who are, if you've been here before, you know, welcome back, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I didn't do that because I'm like, well, the first thing that was on my mind was I really wanted to, like, you know, how was your guys' Christmas? I mean, I know not all of you get to see, you know, your family on Christmas, and you don't even celebrate Christmas, and, you know, maybe you have a particular different feeling about it, or maybe your particular situation is not, you know, you don't want to talk about it, and you don't have to. But, you know, for those that celebrate and those willing to share, I'm always curious. And for those of you who had a shitty Christmas, I hope next year's great. I don't know what to say, but have a great end of the year. Anyway, swear, bro, I'm such a slob. That's probably why my overall female viewership dipped. Because they're like, this dude's a slob. I'm gonna go watch someone else. I'm Sally. Man, these caramelized onions are banging, man. And this is obviously my coffee, but you know. So yeah, I didn't really know what to talk about for this video, obviously, because I'm kind of like in a position where I want to make a video. I'm going to make a video. I need to make sure I keep my videos up, but I don't. I'm running out of topics. Oh, so I offered the idea of reading in a video. That might be coming sooner than later. I don't know what I want to read yet. I mentioned the Iliad and the Odyssey, but look, dude, like that book is filled with so many words that I'm unsure of. So every other word I would stumble, and I don't know how relaxing that would be. So I gotta pick something that's like more in my realm of like, you know, vocabulary. Because I'm telling you, dude, it's words that are like not, you wouldn't assume this word meant that thing, but you look it up and you're like, oh, it means that thing. Yeah, so I gotta make sure it's something that's more relaxing to listen to. You know, and I can actually like speak slowly, and you'll be able to enjoy the sounds. My reading. I blanked. This particular piece was really dry. But yeah, the weight loss will be coming along. As long as I maintain a ratio where I'm eating a lot of protein and not very many processed carbs and sugars, because that is what puts on a lot of weight. Now, I'm not a nutritionist, but I've been around the block a few times, and my assessment is protein is a superfood. You need carbs in your system, don't get me wrong. If your goal is weight loss and you're a fat fuck like me, you don't really need to have that many carbs in your system. You can have 100 or less carbohydrates a day and you'll be perfectly fine for like the glucose in your brain and all that, whatever. For your glucose goes if you don't want that to drop too drastically or whatever. But like I said, not a nutritionist, not a doctor. I've done my own research. If you find something that contradicts me, and it's by people who are PhDs, MDs, they do studies and all that crap, listen to that. But my understanding is you don't necessarily need to cut carbs out in general. But, you know, if you're gonna like do a keto type thing or like a carnivore type thing to lose weight, that's a very useful tool to losing a lot of weight in the first, in the first half, I guess, of your weight loss journey or whatever. But then, like, if you want, then you can do your exercise. I'm saying if you're a fat fuck, like you just want to sit on your couch and you're like me, I'm calling myself a fat fuck. I'm not calling you a fat fuck. I'm a fat fuck. And if you're like me, then what I do is like, I just start out like for the first week or two, I don't even exercise. I just like make sure that my eating is consistent. If I'm consistently having those same routines and I've broken the habits I've always fallen into, and if I've consistently done that for a numerous amount of times, then I start incorporating exercise after I've lost maybe 20 or 30 pounds, which can take about a month or two. If you do it strictly, if you do it less strict, it may take you a little bit longer, depending on your height, weight, all that. It's going to take you a little bit longer because, then, I don't know what your calorie expenditure is or anything like that. If this is boring, I hope it's putting you to sleep. But, you don't know all those things. You can look up a TDE, Terry, Donnie, Elvira calculator. TDE calculator, and you can find out what your resting calorie expenditure is. And then you can go based off that and figure out, okay, well, if I eat this amount of calories, and I'm not moving, if I eat this amount less, then I'm just gonna not moving, I'm gonna lose weight. And you can figure out if you're cutting, you're bulking. They'll even give you your macro breakdown of what they feel like you should do, and then you can modify based off that. If you're really curious, now I'm giving weight loss advice. Sorry, but no, this is what I tell everybody. And but what I do is just start with the eating, because that's my biggest hurdle. Exercise is easy. It's fine. It is so easy to exercise, and people are like, "Isn't that the hard part?" No. Eating down, for me, is always the hardest part. That's why I start with it first. And then after about a week of exercise, I'm into that routine and I'm fine with it. I've always been like that. If you get me into an exercise or a movement routine, whatever, if I do that consistently for a while, I'm always going to be doing that. But if I'm not eating the correct foods that's going to match up with what that is, then I'm just going to, the progress isn't going to progress. My body isn't going to be bodying, as the TikTokers say. So just make sure you're doing those things. But stay healthy, everyone, for the holiday through the holidays. I mean, hey, if it's Christmas, it's New Year's, eat it up. New year, new you. But as long as I hope you guys are all happy, healthy, and safe, and you enjoy your New Year's and your Christmas, and hope you enjoyed your Christmas. And if you have no one to enjoy it with, hey, I'm here. Watch my videos. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoy your holidays. Anyway, I'm trying to be as kind as I can. But anyways, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You get some good sleep, good relaxation, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.